Oh, what's up, guys? Adele's new one, Easy on Me. Another smash hit. We've got some really good stuff here I'm going to show you in this video. We're talking about the chord progression for the chorus, the melody as well, if you wanted to play the vocal melody in the piano part. We can also talk about some stuff to beef out the part if you want to play underneath a singer or with a group. So let's get into it. First off, I'm really going to be focusing the notation in today's lesson around our intermediate level arrangement. That's in the Playground Sessions interactive app. That's the notation you're going to see here on screen, and I'll play a bit of that arrangement for you now. But like I said, we're going to cover a good amount of ground here in today's short YouTube video. If at any time you guys want to check out the interactive app, tap this card above or hit the link in the description to start a 30-day free trial. Full interactivity, full access, just like a paid member, but no payment down for 30 days. So check it out. We're in the key of F here in this arrangement. We're going to see a lot of F majors and C majors. We see G minor. Sometimes we see B flat as well over D. That's kind of our 4-chord progression right there. It repeats throughout the chorus. At the end of the chorus, we're going to see a new chord, and we'll highlight that there now. That's a D minor. It's only one note away from this F over C that we'll be familiar with. It's right here, okay, when we get there. You see we start the final system down here, F over C, then we just move up to a D at the bottom. Back to F over C, and we finish out the same as the other two phrases, B flat over D. So that's a bit of the left hand here, and I want to keep things moving. Let's talk about the right hand melody if you wanted to play this along with the left hand chords. That's how we have it in our interactive app, but that's not the only way to play it. We'll get to more ways to fill this out in just a bit in this lesson. All right, so here's the melody in this arrangement. So we're kind of in this G minor position right here in the right hand. In the very next phrase, we're going to shift down a bit to an F major position, so we can reach this F with our thumb. That's nice, right? The left hand comes in between the right hand notes. Next phrase, we're still moving our right hand down a little bit. And that's so that we can reach this middle C with the right hand. I love that note when it comes up in the melody. Now, next system, same idea. C. Same idea as the first phrase, slightly different rhythms. Now here comes the final part of the hook. D minor, right hand shifting down, fourth finger on G now. Now, my favorite part right here is this right hand syncopation. Check it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. I love that. We're going to end it with this little pickup to the next section. And that's how we have it for the melody here. But you guys, if you have the app at home, you know you can slow things down to a custom tempo. There's a whole lot of other great learning tools in the app. You got to check it out. Free trial. But in the meantime, what I want to talk about now is how do we fill out this chord progression a bit? Maybe we want to look at an advanced level arrangement in the Playground Sessions song store. We're welcome to do that. Remember, this is the intermediate level arrangement. Or we can take these chords and start to fill them out a bit with some basic chord theory. We're not going to get into all the possibilities and all the nitty-gritty, but what I'll say is this. Let's take our first chord, F major. We've got it voiced in this specific voicing, in this range of the piano, and in this inversion. But F major could also be played like this, or like this, or we could widen it a bit. We can add some color notes like this. We can fill things out by adding just 1 or 2 notes, but specifically we can fill things out by adding range, and we can add the right hand in as well for chords if we're not going to be playing the melody. We can simply double what the right hand is doing to start. So let's take a basic example, root position triad. We can double it. What I like to do though is have the left hand spread out a bit lower and wider, so we'll go octave with a fifth. Right hand, I'm then going to have more freedom to play some inversions. That's a nice full F major chord, right? Now I can also do some things to add rhythm to this. I don't have to hold it for a whole note tied to a whole note. I could instead mark the beat. I could mark the pulse of the rhythms here, of the tempo, right? I can do something like this. C. That's a start. Adding range to the left hand, adding rhythm in the right hand, and we can move our inversions around as well. Who's to say we can't do this? When we add inversions in the right hand and we move between them, it kind of creates a chord melody, which is also pretty cool. But we don't want to get too busy underneath the melody if we are playing with a singer or another instrumentalist. Depending on what you're doing in the right hand, you might get in the way, so be careful of that. And in your left hand, make sure that your notes are not too close together. What might sound good in the right hand, or even in the left hand at this range, might sound pretty muddy down here, especially down here. So if you're going to be playing in this range, I try not to go anything less than a fifth. But even at this low range, a fifth might seem a bit close, so an octave is a safe bet. That's going to sound still in tune, and it's going to allow you to hear all the notes of the chord when you add the right hand. Okay guys, well that's about it. There's a lot more we can dive into for Easy on Me, Adele's new one here. This was the chorus of the intermediate level, plus some tips on how to fill out the chords if you want a little bit more of a challenge. But if you want to dig deeper, you guys, you got to check out Playground Sessions interactive app. I mentioned it a few times. Tap this card above that says, "What are you waiting for?" If you haven't checked it out yet. The app is so cool, you guys. I'm not going to sell it all to you now. Just know that it grades you as you play, and we're doing a free trial. It's as easy as that. Cancel at any time. So check it out if you want to learn the rest of this song, all the sections, or switch it up in difficulty level. Maybe you want to check out our rookie level arrangement if what I laid out for us today was a little too difficult for you. So there's plenty of options. You got to check out the app. I'll see you guys around soon. Have fun practicing this one, you guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Phil. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. And be sure to check out the Playground Sessions interactive app. It was co-created by music legend Quincy Jones. Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs.